Hello, can you all hear me? Okay, hold on. Okay, I think you all should have audio because I can hear myself. Hello, Crystal. Yes, it's you again. Very hardworking. Good. And at the same time, you can entertain me also and help me scold all the rude people. Yes, I know who are you. Okay, Godai Chen. Hi, Godai Chen. Okay, very special name. Hi. Today we're gonna go through supposedly P6 science, but again, same situation because you all have not started any P6 topics, right? So I mean, for those who are attending the A graded lessons, we have already started, but we will be going through P5 science today. So just P5 science revision. Yeah, we started on energy. I think very soon we are gonna get started on. Oh, not yet. Okay, forces will be in week 8, so another 3 weeks time. Okay, I think this week is week 5, I suppose. Hi WL. Okay, I think I remember you WL. Okay, today got Kahoot or not? Today got Kahoot or not? Okay. I don't want to beat around the bush lah. Okay, so today there's no Kahoot. Okay, WL, you just bought assessment books. Very good, well done. Okay, I think WL, are you in P6 next year? Hi, Carpedium. Hi, RIPAs. Today no Kahoot, yes, unfortunately. Yes, today we're gonna go through some P5 science, not P6 science. Hi, Chia who Jessica. Okay, just gonna call you Jessica. Hmm. Queen card, hi and bye. Queen card, again, very familiar. Okay. Why is there no Kahoot? Because we will just be running one Kahoot every week from now on. If not, then like every one of you are just coming for the Kahoot, not coming for the lesson. I mean, you're not even coming for the Kahoot, you are coming for the prizes, right? Oh, you got so many papers. Are the new exam papers out already? Like this year's 2023 exam paper. Sorry, not 2023, 2024. Still living in 2023. You bought assessment books. Okay. Assessment books, you have to be careful. Okay. I am not really a fan of assessment books, but I think assessment books will do just fine to help you revise those basic concepts. Okay, when is the next lesson for other subject? Um, every week we will be having Kahoot Live. So you can go to the agrader.sg, then slash live, okay, and then you can scroll to the bottom. Okay, let me maybe paste it here. Yep. Go to the agrader.sg slash live, and then from there you can scroll to the bottom, and then we will have the schedule for our the TikTok live, right? Is reference books better than assessment books? They serve different purpose. Like reference book is more for you to refer to information and concepts, but assessment books is more for you to practice and master your concepts, right? Okay, so if you just joined and if you're expecting Teacher Jody, unfortunately, Teacher Jody is still in Japan, still having fun. So today I am going to be hosting this live in place for her. Okay. Okay, we slowly get started. I think people are coming in, and I hope you all already had your dinner also. Okay. So today is gonna be a P5 science revision. It's not gonna be P6 subjects. All right, we will probably need to wait until January when you have already started learning something in school. Then we will start to go through topics like energy, forces, all this. All right. Okay. So let me get started with the. Oh no, I need to remove this so you can see the question. Oh yeah. So Jessica, it's okay. I also haven't had dinner. Right. So it's fine. All right. Okay, come. Let's just run through one question first. Then after that, then we talk a bit. All right. So question one is MCQ. It shouldn't be too difficult. Okay. The table below shows the traits of city. I hope you still remember the traits that can be inherited, traits that cannot be inherited. Right. So traits of city and her family members. So there is city. There is city's father, city's mother, and city's brother. Okay, so over here shows the characteristics of the length of the fingernail, eyelids, okay, and the earlobes. Okay, I'm sure you know by now that the length of the fingernail is not something that can be inherited, correct? So you should ignore this length of the fingernail. I hope none of you think that the length of the fingernail is something that is inherited, all right? So we just focus on the eyelids, okay, and the earlobes, right? So the eyelids should be it's either double or single, right? And then the earlobes is attached and detached earlobe. Okay, I hope you all know what is detached earlobe and attached earlobes, right? Because that is the one that caused a bit of confusion when I was teaching my P5s about reproduction this year. Okay, so the question is asking you which of the following statement is true about city's family. Okay, I see like some three, some four. Okay, but we go through all the four options and figure out what is wrong with them. Right? We don't just we are not really here just for the answer. Okay, we are here to learn. Right? So let us go through all the options. Number one, it says Siti inherited her short fingernails from both her parents. Okay, so we know that this is absolutely wrong, correct? So if you cut your fingernails, then it will become short. All right. So I hope none of you pick number one. Okay, so number two, Siti's brother inherited his detached earlobes from the father. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Detached earlobe. Okay, Siti's brother has detached earlobe, but the detached earlobe is from the mother. Right, I'm gonna highlight a pink for the mother. So this is wrong because he inherited from his mother. Okay, not father. Okay, yeah. So we're left with three and four. So I see some of your post three, some of your post four, right? So we're gonna figure out is it three or is it four. Three says that Siti did not inherit any of the three traits from her mother. Okay, let's take a look at Siti, okay, which is over here, and the mother. All right, so Siti has double eyelids. Okay, I'm gonna use maybe green color for Siti. Double and the double eyelids come from the mother actually, right? So to make it less confusing, I'm gonna highlight pink for the mother. Okay, but the attached earlobe is from the father, right? Okay, so in this case, Siti actually inherited one characteristics from the mother. Okay, so it says did not inherit. Okay, did not inherit is wrong. Okay, she inherited one. Okay, inherited one from the mother. So yep, user 3543334186521. Okay, yes, you're correct. Number four is the correct answer. Okay, read the question wrongly. Okay, so oh, why is option one wrong? Okay, because the length of the fingernail is not something that you can inherit. Okay, as long as you cut it, then it will become short. If you don't cut it, then your fingernails will actually continue to grow and grow and grow. All right. Okay, so now option four says that Siti's brother inherited his single eyelid. Okay, from his father. Okay, did he really inherit a single eyelid from the father? Yes, he did. All right. So I don't know how many of y'all have double eyelid or single eyelid, right? For me, I have double eyelids. All right. Some of you, I think it doesn't matter if you have single eyelids or double eyelids. All right. Okay. Yang Li, you asked me what app am I using? Like, it's the TikTok Live Studio. Yeah. And then for the iPad, I'm using the Notability. All right. If you are interested in it. Okay, so hopefully you all still remember. Okay, wait, I have not written down the answer. Okay, the answer is number four, right? Hopefully, you all still remember, right? A lot of the features. I always have a lot of fun when I'm teaching this topic on reproduction with the P5s. Okay, because during the lesson, right, the class, the students will always ask a lot of stupid questions. Okay, but they are very fun questions. So I always have a lot of fun interacting with the students when they ask about reproduction, right? Okay, especially when we're going through the reproduction system of the male and the female, right? Okay, so hopefully you'll still remember all this, right? We move on to, let me just scroll to the next question and see if you have any question to ask. Hi, Levi Neve. Okay, I am very bad at pronouncing names. Okay, those who are my students will know. Okay, this is a very big question. I mean, not a very big question, a very long question. Oh, cells. Um, yeah, cells is no longer tested for the P5s, but unfortunately for y'all who are going into P6 next year, it is still going to be tested. Okay, so you will still need to learn about the different parts of the cells, okay, the function of the cells, and all that, right? Okay, Jessica, you already know what is the answer. Are you sure? Cell is easy, yes. Yeah, that's why like when they remove the topic on cell, I was like, oh no, they removed the easy topic. Why did they remove cell? I also have no idea. I mean, it is not a decision that I make, but it is not a decision that I can contest also. Yeah, cells is no longer tested for next year's P5. That means 2026 P6. Cell is hard. Okay, I see some of you already spamming, so let me just quickly go through the question, right? So that if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, then I will go through. Yes, next year cells is still tested for all the P6. Okay, so don't get confused. Don't throw all your cells knowledge away. All right. Okay, question two says that Ali observed some leaf cell. Okay, I hope you still remember your plant cell, animal cell. Okay, using a microscope. Yes, because cells are unicellular organism, right? Okay, so you need to use a microscope to see. The cells are shown in the diagram. So the parts of the cells are labeled A, B, C, D. Okay, let me zoom in a bit, right? So we can see clearly. Okay, so this is a very typical plant cell. I hope you all still remember, right? Where are the different parts, right? So I will just label through the different parts. A is pointing to the inner layer, right? So the inner layer is your cell membrane. Okay, B is pointing to the nucleus. Okay, C is pointing to the small black dots inside, which is the chloroplast. And then D is pointing to the outer part, okay, which is the cell wall. Yeah, cell is not fun. I find it very boring because it's not difficult. Those that are difficult, like the water cycle, is a bit more fun. Yeah, usually the easy topic is not fun for me, but the difficult topic is fun for me. Okay, but not fun for your students. Okay. Okay, so once you are able to identify the different parts, okay, we read on the question first. Okay, The question is asking you which of the following parts of the cell, have been correctly labeled, or sorry, correctly matched to their function. Okay, how to tell the difference? Sorry, Legend, you're asking how to tell the difference of cell membrane and cell wall when they draw out. Okay, so you can see that over here, the cell membrane is pointing to the inner layer. I'm not sure if you can see it's pointing to the inner layer, okay? But the cell wall is pointing to the outer. Okay, so it's pointing to the inner. Okay, and the cell wall is pointing to the outer. That's how we differentiate between cell membrane and cell wall. Okay. Okay, I know this question is not very difficult, but there's also no need to spam the answer, because I think there will be some students who will have a genuine answer. But if you spam the answer, then I cannot see like what the other students are asking. Okay, so let's allow those students who really have a genuine question to ask question. Okay, I'm sure you are very clever and very smart, and this question is not very difficult also, right? So I'm sure you know what is the answer, but we are here to learn, right? If I want to give you the answer, I would have done so, all right? So let's try to give the other students a chance to learn also. And if you want to spam something, maybe say something else to me, right? Okay, do P6 learn eukaryotic and pro? No, okay, P6 don't learn such complicated things. Actually, I also don't even know what is that. Okay, wait, let me continue on first, right? Okay, so the question is asking which parts of the cell have been correctly matched to their function. Okay, so I hope you still remember what is the function of the different parts, right? So the part that contains the genetic information of the plant, okay, is the nucleus. Let me just write it down, okay, on top. So this is the nucleus, right? So we know that the nucleus is B, okay? I'm just gonna highlight B. Okay, and then we know that which part traps light energy from the sun to make food. Okay, I'm sure you know that it is the chloroplast. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze it here. And then we should be choosing C, correct? Oh, there's only one C, so very easy. Yes, clearly we know which is the answer, but let us confirm by like going through the last part, right? Supports and gives the cell a regular shape. Okay, so once you see the word a regular shape, right, immediately you should know that it is talking about the cell wall. Sophia already graduated from primary school. That means you took the PSLE this year, is it? Okay, cell wall should be D. Okay, why not chlorophyll? Because chlorophyll is contained inside the chloroplast. Okay, and when we are talking about the parts of the cell, chloroplast is a part of the cell, but chlorophyll is not a part of the cell. Okay, so once you eliminate your options properly, right, you shouldn't make any careless mistake, right? And then you will get option 3 as the answer. I hope I got highlighters for rewards. Okay, so yeah, I mean highlighter for rewards. Okay, okay, I don't know what to say. Okay, chloroplast is the green pigment. Yes, the screen is too small to read. Yeah, I mean if you're using your phone, that's gonna be worse, correct? But I hope you use a bigger screen. All right, or you can download the worksheet. Okay, you can download the worksheet from the agrader/live. Okay, let me just post it here. Okay, you can download it. Are these cells inside the? Oh, okay. So in P6 we don't cover the, yeah, all this. I use tablet, so bigger. Okay, good. WL can see clearly. What's the difference between chlorophyll and chloroplast? Okay, I got chloroplast is a part of the cell. Chlorophyll is inside the chloroplast. Okay, so chlorophyll is the green pigment. Chloroplast is the part of the cell. It's like saying chloroplast is like a part of your body. okay, then what is inside your body is maybe the blood. Okay. Okay, any more question about cells? About this topic on cells? Wait, okay, no, no, okay, good. Happy Space say no. Then I will slowly scroll to the next question, question 3. How's your everyone your holiday so far? Like any interesting things that happen during the holiday that you can share with me? I'm always very interested to know what you all do during your holiday. No, nothing interesting. Like a lot of students always tell me their holiday very boring. Stay at home, nothing to do. Okay, but um, then I always ask them, why don't you all just go out and do something, go and learn something? Oh wait, there's a question. What cells are you talking about? Is it human or plant cell you are talking about? Please elaborate. Okay. Hold on. Godai Chen, I am not sure if you're talking about this question. Okay, so this question is talking about plant cell, so not animal cell. Okay. Oh, some of y'all work part time, like you are in like P5, going to P6. How to work part time? Okay, I saw some of y'all went to Thailand. Some of y'all went to like birthday. Going overseas to a very cold place. Okay, make sure you bring enough thick clothes. Okay, some of you eat sleep. Wow, eat sleep and eat and sleep is the dream life for me. Like, okay, I went to Taiwan. Someone went to Taiwan. I'm not that young. Okay, I don't know how old you are. Right, I'm assuming that I'm talking to like P5, P6 audiences. That means like 11-year old, 10, 11-year old. Tears in my Latina eyes. I got AL7. Okay, if I get AL7, I will also have tears in my eyes. Going Thailand, going Korea. Wow, okay. A lot of people going Korea, going Japan. Okay, I've never been there before. I hope you enjoy it. I hope also finally one fine day I will have the time to go there. Okay, let me just quickly go through this question 3. Okay, diagram below shows a fruit containing seeds. Okay, so containing seeds, right? So few things that we can infer. That is, we know that it comes from a flowering plant, right? So it's a fruit. Okay, looks like an apple. This fruit. Okay, which of the following statement is true about the seeds? Okay, so they're looking for the statement that is true, right? Wait, the seeds are dispersed by splitting action. Okay, it says that the seeds are dispersed by splitting action. Okay, but the problem is most seeds that are dispersed by splitting action, right? The fruit will have pod, okay, like structure. Okay, but pod like structure, but I don't see any pod like structure from this fruit over here. So probably not splitting. All right. So we're not going to pick number 1. I think number 1 should be false. What about number 2? Okay, the seeds develop from the ovule of the flower. Okay, yes, it is. Okay, the seeds do develop from the ovule. Hopefully you still remember, right? Seeds develop from ovule, and then the fruit, okay, is from the ovary. All right. Okay, but some of us say is number 3, but I think number 2 is correct. But let's go through number 3. Okay, Patrick, you change your mind. Okay, number 3 says that the seeds only need water to grow into a new plant. Oh, okay. Does it really only need water to grow into a new plant? Only need water. Okay, so remember, in order for the seeds to become a new plant, they must go through the process of germination. Correct. So germination will require. Okay, if you still remember your WOW. Okay, which is water, oxygen, and warmth. Right. So these 3 are the conditions needed. Okay, not only water. Okay, so number 3 is wrong. Then next, number 4. Okay, only pollination needs to take place for the seeds to produce. Okay, is it only pollination? No, correct. Because after pollination, it will be fertilization. Okay, so hopefully you still remember your flower, right? Flower, they need to be pollinated. Okay, pollination can happen by wind or animal, and then after that they go through fertilization, become a fruit. Fruit dispersal, right? Don't get confused between pollination of flower and the dispersal of the fruit. Okay. Wait. Okay. Let me read through the comments first. Oxygen, it needs sunlight. Okay. You mean for germination, happy space? Okay. For germination, sunlight is not needed, but they need warmth. Okay, but sunlight do provide warmth. So if you provide sunlight to the seeds, yes, it will germinate. Okay. Any other question before I move on? No? Okay, wait. Oh, WL, you asked me to wait. Wait for what? Wait, we're all waiting for you, WL. Oh, wait, I have not written down the answer, is it? Number two. Writing the notes. Oh, okay, you're writing the annotation. Okay, sure. Then, meanwhile, I will just, talk to you a bit. I also don't know what to say. Okay. Just now I saw a lot of you all say you're going what Hokkaido, Jeju Island. Okay, wow, very happening. Nowadays the kids, at this age, you all already travel to a lot of places already. But last time when I was a kid, like I've never even been to Sentosa. Okay, not even Malaysia. My parents never even bring me to Malaysia. Okay, but it's fine, right? Notes are very important. Yes. Okay, are you done? Okay, then we move on to question 4. All right. So what is your total RP? What is RP? Okay, I have no idea what is RP. Okay. Um, for question 4 is the okay. I will go through, right. Then at the end you will know what is the answer. All right. Okay, so 4 blood samples were taken from different blood vessels. Okay, so there are 4 blood samples taken from different blood vessels. Okay, I don't know where they are from, but they are taken from JKL and M. Okay, in the human body. The graph below shows the amount of carbon dioxide. Okay, so this one you got to take note is talking about the amount of carbon dioxide. Okay, not the amount of oxygen. All right. So in the blood from each blood vessel. Okay, so we can see from the graph here, right? There are a lot of different levels, right? So typically we are always interested in the highest and the lowest. Okay. Um, Faisal, yeah, there's no break because it's just a 1 hour lesson. Okay, I'm sure you will be able to play games for like maybe 10 hours without a 5 minutes break also. So it's going to be very fast. Okay. Okay, so typically we are concerned about the highest and the lowest, right? Because the lowest probably suggests that it came from the like lungs. Okay, and then okay, how should I write it? Okay, from okay, lungs. Okay, I'm trying to squeeze it in. So the highest will probably suggest that it's moving towards. Okay, oh no, it's so ugly. Okay, okay, towards. Okay, the lungs. Okay, because the blood that has got a lot of carbon dioxide is trying to flow towards the lungs to get rid of the carbon dioxide, right? So once you get rid, then it will become the lowest. Okay, so it should be in order L, K, okay, followed by M, then followed by J. So if you all still remember the diagram, right? You can I can draw out the diagram. Okay, the lungs. Okay, and then typically it goes to your heart, right, which is part of your respiratory system, and then it goes to the other part of the body, correct? Okay, so typically from the lungs flow to the heart, right? So that sounds that seems like L. Okay, then from the heart to the other parts of the body, from the other parts of the body, then goes back to the heart, then goes back to the lungs. Okay, so the part that goes to the lungs is probably J. Okay, so it should be like L. Okay, K. Followed by M. Okay, so once is it true if science never give full answer, they don't give full marks or even yeah, there's no half a mark in PSLE, unfortunately. Okay, but in school, your teacher might give you half a mark just to encourage you. Okay, which blood vessel is most likely carrying blood from the lungs to the heart? Okay, so the question is asking you from the lungs to the heart. Lungs to the heart is here. Okay, so it's most likely L. We have already figured it out. All right, so the answer should be number three. Okay, let me just scroll through the question. Donating air. Okay, hold on. 5 minutes break. That was the last one that I saw. Donating. No, I did not take A level. I did not go to JC. I go to Polytechnic. Okay, who's P5 this year? Or who is P5 this year? Wow, a lot of P5. Okay, I think this will be good revision for the P5s too. Okay, I hope you all can see the question. Okay, so okay, what course did I study? I studied electrical engineering. Okay, yes, still coughing. Yes, that's why I'm like chit chatting with your. Any other question regarding this question? This question is on your circulatory system and respiratory system. Hopefully, you are familiar about your circulatory system and respiratory system. Okay, because this topic on circulatory system, respiratory system, I think is not too difficult. All right. Okay, Jiao what then? Why don't do engineering? Oh no, studying engineering is so like sad. Yeah. So when you study engineering, you're depressed all the time. Engineering earn a lot of money. Are you sure? Engineering always have like layoff. When the economy goes down, then you get retrenched. All right. I mean, it's not bad lah if you're an engineer, right? And if you are working in an engineering company, okay. So during my time, we don't have GPA for poly, so that's how old I am. Engineering is boring. Engineering is boring. Okay, I agree and disagree lah. Okay, engineering is very tough, so it's not really boring because I actually enjoy a lot of the things that I learn about engineering, about electricity. It helps me when I'm teaching electricity. Okay, let me just slowly scroll through. Oh, okay, we are done with the MCQ. So next is the OQ section. Engineering is like so many people choice when they don't know what to do. Not really. Engineering is more like those who did badly for your like if your O level did badly, then you got no choice. Then you go into engineering because engineering the cutoff point is very high because nobody wants to go into engineering. Everybody wants to go into the cool subject like I don't know mass comm, business, blah blah blah, right? And everything else. Okay, biomedical, right? A lot of students like to go biomedical also. Yeah, engineering is always the last choice. I very seldom hear students tell me, "Oh, teacher, I want to study engineering." At this point, okay. So, but if you want to study engineering, yes, I will not discourage you. I will not encourage you. I think engineering really trains you to think in a very different way, in a very good way. Okay. Oh, why do I like teaching? Um, why do I like teaching? I don't know. I just like to teach. Okay. So I think teaching is like easy for me, and I like to talk to young people like y'all because y'all always have very silly answers and very interesting ideas. Okay. So let us go through one question first. Okay, for the OEQ. Then we slowly again. Okay, It's me, Chloe. I have a lot of Chloe students in my class, so I don't know which Chloe are you. Are you the good Chloe or are you the or are you the naughty Chloe? Okay, come, let's go through section B, the OEQ section, right? So I think this is the section where you all might have different a lot of questions. Okay. Okay, question 5. Xueli soaked four identical shirts, okay, W, X, Y, and Z, in the same amount of water before hanging them to dry, okay, under different conditions. Okay, immediately the question is trying to tell you some constant, right? Oops. Okay. Okay, immediately the question is trying to tell you some constant, okay, such as identical shirt, right? And then okay, and then same amount of water, right? And then dry under different conditions. So what are the different conditions? I don't know yet, but I know they will need to change the condition now. Okay. So okay, she then measured and recorded the mass of the shirt after 6 hours. She then recorded and measured and recorded the mass of the shirt. So that means this mass of the shirt will be the measured variable, correct? So in any experiment, right, we are always interested in the change variable and the measured variable, right? So these are the two that you should focus on. Okay, then after that, right, look at the table below. There is shirt W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, here are the conditions, right? You can see there is conditions such as a folded and unfolded. Okay, there is folded, there is unfolded, there is folded in half, there is folded in half, and then there's folded to one third. Okay, so basically three different types of surface area, right? So these are all like the surface area. Okay, the surface area is changed. Okay, and then you hang it in the sun. Okay, so some of them are in the sun. Okay, some of them are in the sun, some of them are in the shade, and some of them are in the shade. Okay, so this one, there's only two conditions, either the sun or the shade, correct? And then if you look at the mass of the shirt after 6 hours, okay, you know it has got something to do with, okay, because there's water and then the mass, right, it has got something to do with evaporation. Correct. Okay, so evaporation, again, we are always concerned, we are always interested in the highest, okay, and the lowest. All right. Okay, but let's continue and read on first because we want to know what the question is asking for also. Okay, so for part A, Shirley compared the mass of shirt W and X for, okay, after 6 hours. Explain the difference. Explain the difference in their mass. Okay, so between W and, let me see, W and X over here. Okay, so let's focus on W and X, correct? Okay, W and X, one is unfolded, one is folded in half. Okay, but they're both under the sun. Okay, so that means for W and X, okay, the change variable is the exposed surface area, correct? I'm going to write it in short form, all right? So between W and X, the change variable is the exposed surface area. So the difference in their mass, right, has got something to do definitely with the exposed surface area, all right? So we're going to explain by talking about the exposed surface area. Okay, so number one, we're going to talk about shirt W. Okay, is unfolded. Okay, but okay, shirt X is okay folded in half. Okay, so what do we realize? So W, okay, with okay with a larger exposed okay surface area. Okay, experience experience a higher okay rate of evaporation. Okay, it's always good to use rate of evaporation. And will let me sorry Okay, and will be drier and okay have a lesser mass. Okay, then should X. Okay, finally. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me highlight the keywords first. Then I'm gonna read back at the chat because I cannot multitask that well. Okay, so first talk about the folded and unfolded, right? Okay, so that's the reason it made you realize that W will have a larger exposed surface area. Okay, with a larger exposed surface area, then it will have a higher rate of evaporation, right? Which then will affect the mass of the shirts, okay, the way they are. Okay, wait. How long is this? This is until 8, 1 hour. Okay, who is CC? Sorry, I'm trying to scroll up and how to make the answer exactly so the teacher cannot put zero. I think Goda, you're trying to ask how do you answer in such a way that you can get full marks, right? So I think the best way is oh, yes, less. Okay, Gona, I think the best way is you must first focus on the keywords, right? So from the keywords, you must know how to apply your answering techniques in such a way that you are answering the question in the proper way. Okay, once you're able to get the keywords properly, once you're able to answer it in the proper answering technique, okay, then after that, um, you will have to read through your answer to see if are you delivering the correct idea. Okay, because there are still a lot of things that we watch out for, like the way you deliver your answer also plays a part. Okay, so it's very important that you write in a very clear way. You articulate your answer very clearly. Because I'm not that good when it comes to science. Okay, if you're not that good, like I mean, I don't know how bad you are. Okay, typically if you're not passing your science, I think the best is to focus on your concept first. All right. But if you like just pass, you're trying to push up, right? I think just pass probably means that you need to also focus on your concept as well as answering technique. Okay, so once your answering technique is there, typically if your answering technique is there, okay, if you just pass, then focus on your answering technique, right? How to structure your answer in a good way using keywords. Okay, once you get a hang of it, then you will, once you're good in your answering technique and a key usage of keywords, you will typically hit 70-ish, around there. Okay, then after that, if you want to move beyond 70-ish into 80-ish, right, you really have to work on being, because there's a lot of other things to work on, right? Be careful, okay, don't make careless mistake, right? Okay, make sure your answers are you articulate them clearly, okay? Science is unfortunately a bit different from other subject, right? You really have to know what you're talking about. You really have to know um, you really have to know how to apply the concepts. Okay. Okay. Let me quickly go to part B. All right. Okay. Shirley wanted to investigate the effects of temperature on the mass of the shirt. So now she wants to investigate the effects of temperature. So that means the temperature is now the changed variable. Okay. Mass of the shirt is still the same measured variable, right? So which two should she use, and then explain your answer. Okay, so in this case, temperature must be based on whether it's in the sun or in the shade, right? So you probably want to pick one that is in the sun, one is in the shade. Okay, then start to look for is it like I will look for these two first. Okay, X and Y. X and Y looks like, oh, actually I got it already because they're both folded in half, right? So one is in the sun, one is in the shade. Okay, will you pick W and Y? Okay, no, because one is unfolded, one is folded in half. Okay, so there are two changed variable. Will you pick X and Z? Also no, okay, because there's also two changed variable. All right, so all the other options will have two changed variable. There's only shirt X, okay, and Y that has only one changed variable. All right, X and Y. Okay, so then the next part will be to how to explain, right? So how do you explain it? You got to um, explain why you choose X and Y. Okay, so talk about the change the variable. Okay, so the only, right, changed variable, okay, is the location with different temperature, right? So one is under the sun and one is in the shade. So all the other, okay, variables, okay, such as the exposed, okay, surface area, okay, are kept, okay, the same. Okay, so to explain, mention about what is the only change the variable that you saw, which is location with different temperature. Okay, and then after that, talk about all the other variables such as exposed surface area is kept the same. Okay, let me drink some water first while I read through your chat. Okay, I saw like a very good answer, like fatty bacon. I don't know if you are really fatty. Okay, but you said a constant surface area but different location. Yes, that is a very good answer also. Yeah. Okay. So go there. Yes. So focus on getting the correct keywords first. Then also make sure you know how to apply all your answering techniques. My little pony. You're still focus on your little pony. Someone. I'm from Sengkang A grader. Okay. So if you see me on Saturday, say hi to me. Okay. Let me read through the chats anymore. Hi. Yes. Resident Evil, aka Chloe. Okay, let me move on to the next question, question six. Okay, because I might be running short of time. So, you don't go on Saturday. It's fine. I mean, um, okay, let me quickly go through question six first. Okay, then after that, when we are at the last question, then we see how much time we have left. Okay, so question six, okay, after a long and hot day of hiking, okay, a group of students set up the system below to collect drinkable water. Okay, so collecting drinkable water sounds like evaporation condensation, right? So after a few hours, some water is collected. Okay, some water is collected in the container. Okay, so this is a very typical question about evaporation and condensation, right? So the water will evaporate. Okay, it will condense, lose it to the plastic. Is it plastic sheet? Yeah, plastic sheet. Okay, and then it will drip here, and then it will collect in the cup. Correct. So hopefully, you all know what is the standard way to explain condensation and evaporation. Okay, I always get very surprised when even in P6, right, I see some students still cannot explain condensation and evaporation. Okay, the way to explain condensation and evaporation is very standard. Okay, but unfortunately, it is very long. Correct. So you need to put in the effort to get memorize the steps. Okay. So, Crystal, you're suggesting to say something like the water from the muddy water gain heat and touch the. Okay, but gain heat you must say and evaporate. Okay, so remember in this case the key word will be evaporate, right? Okay, and evaporate. Okay, and water is collected probably is due to condensation. All right, so these are probably the two key words you want to use very frequently. Okay, so part A is asking you to draw in the above diagram a possible observation the students can make at the plastic sheet, okay, not anywhere else. So you will probably observe tiny water droplets, okay, like this, hanging onto the plastic sheet. Okay, so let's move on to part B. Part B wants you to explain how drinkable water, okay, is collected in the container. All right. So this one is very standard, right? So you can start off from the muddy water, right? So number one, okay, I'm gonna write number one here. The muddy water will, okay, very standard. You must say gain heat. Okay, gain heat and evaporate. Okay, into a water vapor. Okay, then after that it will come into contact. Okay, number two, right? Contact. Okay, with the cool plastic sheet, it will lose heat. Okay, lose heat, and then it will condense. Okay, the question is asking how drinkable water. Okay, then the last step will be that the water will drip. Okay, towards the rock and okay into the cup. So let me write down number three. Okay, water, okay, droplets, okay, drip into the cup. Okay, so very standard way of answering. Let me just write down the answer. Okay, so first you start off by talking about the water in the mud. It gains heat. Okay, it's also good to say against it from where? From the okay warmer surrounding. Not enough space. Okay, surrounding. Okay, and okay maybe I should write over here. Okay, and okay evaporates okay into water vapor. Okay, then the water vapor is gonna rise up. Okay, that rises up. Okay, and okay touches the okay cooler inner surface okay of the plastic sheet. Okay, and then okay I know at this point a lot of you will be complaining, okay, write so much already. Okay, so just bear with it. Okay, 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 come into contact with the plastic sheet and then loses heat. Okay, and condense into okay water droplets. Okay, that will okay that drips towards the rock. Okay, and into the container. Okay, so a lot of key things you need to watch out for when you are explaining the evaporation and condensation, right? So small things like gain heat, okay, from the warmer surrounding. Evaporate, okay, the keyword is a must. Okay, water vapor. It will rise up and it will touch the cooler inner surface. Lose heat, condense into water droplets, okay, that will drip down into the container. All right. Okay, so very lengthy answer. Let me zoom out a bit so you all can see. Okay, ultimately, right, like I always tell my students, if you want to do well in your science, you actually have to memorize the answer. Okay, because during exam, if you are reacting to the answer, sorry, if you're reacting to the question, it is already too late. Okay, in the exam, it should be okay. I read this question. Oh, I have done this question many times. So I'm just going to write out the answer that I remember. Instead of when you read the question, if you start thinking, how should I answer this? Is it like this? Is it like that? So if you are thinking, is it like this? Is it like that? Then probably gone already. Right? That means you're not very good in, you're not very well trained in your answering methods. Okay. Are there good ways to memorize? No, unfortunately, the best way is to drill and drill and drill and drill. right? Which is a very painful way. But if you want to get results, right, you need to put in the hard work to drill. All right. Okay, let me quickly go through question C also. Okay, because we are running a bit behind, I think. Okay, suggest how the presence of plants affect the amount of water collected. So we know that plants also give out water vapor, correct? Okay, they also give out water vapor through the stomata, right? Okay, so then this will again help to contribute more water vapor to the space. Okay, and so there will be more condensation, correct? Okay, so we're gonna say that the plants, okay, give out water vapor. Oops. Okay, so more water vapor, okay, touches the plastic, okay, sheet, and okay, condenses, okay, into mm, more water droplets. Yeah, okay, so the simple answer is plants give out water vapor. Very good. Okay, plants give out water vapor, but remember to emphasize on the more water vapor. So more water vapor, and then it will lead to more condensation. All right. Where I live again. Have I ever told you where I live? I don't think I've ever told anyone where I live. I prefer not to reveal where I live. I live in Singapore. Or where am I hosting the live? Okay, today I'm doing it at home. Will there be lesson on Christmas Eve? I don't think so. There is 1 week which is the closure week. So remember to take note of when is the closure week, okay? And then don't come during the closure week. Okay, let me go through when will I host again. Next Wednesday, I will be hosting the P5 lessons. All right. Okay, let's quickly go through question 7. All right. In the diagram below, oh yeah, next Wednesday, not tomorrow. Scary. Okay. In the diagram below, the arrows represent the flow of blood in the human body. Okay, so this one is a very typical like system, right? So your respiratory system here, and then your circulatory system, right? So you go to here, okay, and then go to here, and then you will circulate to here, okay, and then back to the lungs. All right. So hopefully you are familiar with this circulation, right? What is the difference in the amount of oxygen in the blood at E versus F? Okay, so E is where it comes out, correct? So if it is where it comes out, it will be rich in oxygen, correct? Rich in oxygen. Okay, and then this is where it goes back towards the lungs because you're trying to get rid of the carbon dioxide. Okay, I'm going to write the short form. Okay, so oxygen will go in. That is when you breathe in. Okay, and then after that the oxygen will circulate, right? Your head and all parts of the body will use up the oxygen, and then it will be okay rich in carbon dioxide. Okay, so I'm going to use yellow to represent the blood that is rich in oxygen. Okay, it will go here, it will go here. I'm going to use blue to represent the blood that is poor in oxygen or rich in carbon dioxide. So F will be um, poor in oxygen. Okay, because question A is asking you the difference about the amount of oxygen in E versus F. So you all should know how to answer this. Okay. Okay, let me answer this first before I know Wind you're calling me, but I'm not sure why. Okay, just type the question, then I hope I can read it again. later. So in this case, you must say, okay, the blood, okay, in E, okay, contains, okay, more oxygen, okay, than, okay, the blood in F. Okay, so remember to talk only about the amount of oxygen. Okay, don't talk about anything else. Okay, let me quickly read through the chat. When will you host? I will host next Wednesday, but next Wednesday is a P5, is for P5. But of course, if you, even if you're in P6, you still can join, no problem. Just learn a bit and chit chat with me also. Yeah, next Wednesday I'll be hosting Chloe. You haven't finished the behind one yet. Okay, yes, we still have. Wait, you mean previously? No, okay. Yes, we have two more questions. All right, so don't worry, I will definitely finish these two questions. Okay. Is it you do P5? Yes, I'm teaching the P5 webinar also. So, if you are interested in online lesson, if you're more interested in online lesson than physical lesson, maybe you can also try to sign up for the trial lesson, right? And then I will see you, and then we will really go through a 1.5 hour lesson. Okay, come. Let us go through part B. Okay, part B is asking why is there lesser oxygen in the blood in at H compared to G. Okay, so H came from the head, right? So the head will use up the oxygen. Okay, why does it use up oxygen? Because of use up oxygen. Okay, due to respiration. Correct. Okay, I hope you still remember your photosynthesis and respiration. So respiration will use up oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Okay, that's why for H it will be poor in, okay, oxygen, and then it will be rich in carbon dioxide. Okay, so from there, then we're gonna answer. I hope you all can see. Okay, we're gonna answer part B, right? So as we're gonna talk about as the blood flows through the head. Okay, sorry, in G, because we need to talk about G also. Okay, so the head it uses up oxygen, okay, during respiration, okay, and flow to H. Okay, so talk about the blood in. Oh, sorry, I think I missed out G. Okay, as the blood in G flows through the head, okay, and then the head uses up. So the key thing is over here. Okay, the head uses up oxygen during respiration. All right. That's very long for a 1 mark question. Yeah, okay. In science, I think the very big misconception is it doesn't mean 1 mark you answer it shortly, 2 marks you answer it in a very long way. Okay, so if you are very on point and very good in explaining the concept, you can actually explain it shorter. What is all these number? I have no idea what are all those numbers. Okay, okay, let us quickly go through part C. Okay, explain how the respiratory system works with the circulatory system to help a person run during a race. Okay, so when a person is running, right, definitely you will need more energy. Okay, so more energy. Okay, so this question, I think the explanation is gonna be quite long, right? So just bear with it, right? Because we need to talk about the we need to talk about the respiratory system first, which will take in the oxygen, right? And then the circulatory system will circulate around the body, okay? And at the same time, you need to talk about your system getting rid of the waste material such as the carbon dioxide also, all right? Okay, so we first start talking about respiratory system. Okay, the respiratory, okay, the system. Okay, increase the rate of gaseous exchange. Okay, then more oxygen is taken in by the lungs. Okay, I don't know what is this. Sorry, it says inactive. Maybe I need to. Why am I inactive? I'm not inactive, dude. Okay, sorry. TikTok is saying that I'm inactive. Okay, so more oxygen is taken in by the lungs. Okay, and then absorbed. Okay, into the blood stream. Okay, and transported to all parts of the body by the heart. Okay, so heart is part of your circulatory system, right? So to increase the rate of respiration. Okay, and remember to talk about also the carbon dioxide. So we're going to say a carbon dioxide is also circulated back to the lungs to be removed. Okay, so typically this kind of question, right, like part C, is very lengthy because you need to really explain in details. Yeah, like writing a compo. Okay, but unfortunately, some question you really need to try to explain it like more with more details. All right, okay. Why so long? Okay, because first of all, you need to talk about the respiratory system, right? And you need to talk about gaseous exchange, right? So it takes in oxygen through the lungs, and then after that, you talk about the bloodstream, right? Absorb into the bloodstream, right? Transport to all parts of the body through the heart. That is the circulatory system part already. Okay. Okay. I know. I'm unfortunate. I got one more part to go through. Okay. So just bear with me. Let me quickly finish up the last part. All right. Okay. Am I lagging or what? I am not so sure. Okay. I hope I'm not lagging. Okay. Okay. I hope you all have already copied it down. Okay. Okay. Let me go through the last part. All right. So the arrows show blood entering and leaving the small intestine. Okay, so this is the small intestine, right? So blood is entering over here and then leaving here. Okay, hopefully you still remember small intestine is part of a digestive system. So the question is asking you at which point R or S is there more digested food in the blood? Okay, give a reason why. Okay, hopefully you still remember what is the function of your small intestine. The life is going to end after I finish this question. Okay. So the small intestine will absorb your digested food, correct? Absorb, digested food. Okay, and so you should realize that by now that point S is where there should be more digested food. Okay, so we are going to say point S. Okay, so you need to give a reason why. Okay, just talk about what the small intestine does. The small intestine, it absorbs digested food into the blood vessels. Okay, so point Okay, S, okay, which is after, okay, the small intestine, okay, will be reached in, I am lagging, I don't know why I'm lagging, okay, will be reached in, okay, digested food. Okay, yeah, finally. How to memorize the ones that have like I don't know what's the best way to memorize, but try to break it down into keywords. Okay, so remember the keywords first. Okay, then from there, then you use the keywords to elaborate. Okay, try not to memorize word for word, like it will be very difficult. Okay, so yes, okay. It doesn't matter like how many lines you need to write. Like I said, it's not a matter of is it 1 mark, like I write 1 line, or 2 marks, I write 2 lines. I hope you don't have this kind of mentality, because this is a very typical mentality of a student that does badly for science. All right. So usually students who do well for science, they don't care about how much they write. They care about explaining it in details. Why 1 mark need to write so much? Yeah, unfortunately, because we need to elaborate a bit more, so need to write a bit longer. All right. Okay, I will just see if you all have any questions to ask. Okay, if you all don't have any more questions, then I can end the live already. Okay, I think today we went through quite a few good questions, especially like those evaporation question. Okay, this question also pretty good, right? My teacher will mark wrong. Your teacher cannot mark you wrong if you're writing the correct things. Correct. So if you write too long and you write the wrong things, then your teacher will mark you wrong. Okay, so it's not a problem of whether you write long or short. Some of them is usually not really sorry, making sense. Okay, sorry, I cannot see because my mouse is going too much. Some of them is really not making sense when you read the question. Okay, of course, your answer must make sense. Okay, as you when you read through the question. Okay, so any more question? WL, I don't know what are you spamming, but is it okay if you don't spam those numbers? Wait, yes. Oh no, WL, you tell me to wait again. Oh, okay. Bye bye. Any more question? If no question, then I'm gonna call it a night, and I will see your next Wednesday for the P5. Okay, come join me for my P5 live. Then you can chit chat with me also. Okay, bye bye. Okay, how do I end this? Okay.